Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm definitely not Vlad, and you're watching me pug my way to 2.8k rating on a Retribution Paladin in Dragonflight Season 2. In today's episode, we're going to do some actual Mythic Plus for once. It feels like I've been doing everything except for Mythic Plus since I've started doing this series on the Paladin once I got to 70. I've been doing quests, I've been doing world quests, I've been doing heroic dungeons, I've been doing time walking dungeons, I've done 50 different fucking Aberrus raids, it feels like. And I think it's time to just sit down and do some Mythic Plus. So let's do that. Oh shit, I forgot I wasn't in Valdrakken actually. Not that it matters too much. It's gonna Hearthstone back to Valdrakken because I'll probably have to put some stuff on the auction house and whatnot. By the way, if you keep finding yourself coming back to the channel and you're not subscribed, please do consider changing that. And if you're enjoying the videos, let me know in a comment what you like about them, or drop a like on the video. This pleases the algorithm gods immensely, and I also appreciate finding out what you guys actually like about the videos so I can put more of that into the videos. Let's see if we sold anything. No, we didn't. Well, let's grab these greens again and go slap them on the auction house. I keep explaining this every video, but I feel like it's very useful, especially for any of the new viewers. Basically, what I do is I buy the 379 greens whenever they're priced for 376 prices. So maybe I can actually show you what I mean by that. We're going to search for weapons that are 70 or higher requirement that are green. So let's go look for weapons. Right now there's nothing that's underpriced, but take a look here. Now this 379 Eltharic wand costs 1,000 gold. The 376 one costs 95 gold. Sometimes people will accidentally post the 379 ones for the price of the 376 one. 376 one. Just whatever. Dripped out there for a second. Let's see if we can find an example with armor. Nothing in armor either. It looks like people are making the mistake less and less. But no biggie, we do have some 379s that we can potentially sell. Now you can see how people make the mistake, because I just right click this out of my inventory, right? It's a 379 Skyless Striders, and the game is trying to post it for 49 gold, which is the 376 price. I want to post it for 500. So if you're just posting things as quickly as you can, you're probably just going to post it for the wrong price. Here it seems like an obvious mistake, like right, it's going to put it down for this price, but this is the top price or the cheapest price for the item level. But that's because I have this item level thing set to be the filter or to be the ordering thing. But yes, let's post the rest of our stuff and let's get to doing some dungeons. Actually, I was able to create a crest, so we're going to go and use that crest to upgrade something. Or should I maybe use it for crafting? I don't actually know. No, let's upgrade our weapon. Actually, that'll be the goal of the video. Let's upgrade the weapon to 8 out of 8. It is now 6 out of 8, so I need 2 more worm crests, which means I need to do 2 more dungeons because I've got 13 fragments. Unless I don't time one of them, but I hope that isn't the case, because my plan is to do level 15 keys, and I should be able to time that. And then call to arms for both healer and tank. That's a good way to make money as well, by the way. It's just try and get as many of these Draconic Satchel of Cooperation because you get the runes. And what I mean is you get the Draconic Augment runes. They sell for about 1.7 to 1.9k depending on the time of the week. But that's not what I'm doing this video. In this video, we're actually going to try and find some 15s. We're going to look for 14s and then we're going to apply to 15s. Because when you type in a number, it's going to show you the one that's under it and above it. If you really want to look for 15s, you can type in plus 14 and then plus 16. And then it's only going to show you the 15s. You can't, for instance, do 17. It's not going to show you 15 and 16. You can only show one specific number. I'm just going to apply to whatever has a tank or a healer in it. I'm not particularly picky. 15 is an increase in rating from anything, and I just don't care at this point. And we've been invited to Halls of Infusion. Yay. Let's actually switch to our Mythic Plus build, and we're going to switch to Repentance. I have been spotted yet again. Striborog is saying hi. I hope they didn't invite me because they recognize me, because that's going to kind of affect the bugging to 2.8k. Making some adjustments to our talents because of a suggestion from Striborog. I did think about taking Turn Evil and keeping Blinding Light, so I have AoE CC and Incorporeal CC. We're just going to hope that I remember which keybind does what. Letting people know that I'm going to CC the ones that are the one incorporeal that's further away from the tank, so that the other person who CCs knows that they can CC the one that's closer to the tank. Yeah, let's do some damage. I'm going to interrupt the expulse. Ooh, I need to get back into this. Okay, button pressing time. Let's go. Make sure I don't stand in front of these guys. Oh, it's Sanguine Week. Okay. That is definitely not my problem, so I'm happy about that. We're going to lay on hands. Never mind, it says invalid target for some reason. Oh, there was already something being used on that person. Kick that, keep them moving out of Sanguine, and also just to not have them, there we go, yeah, not have them cast that because it's a damage reduction thing. Switch over to these guys, the other ones will get cleaved down and finished off. Things standing in Sanguine, maybe I shouldn't have finished that off while they were CC'd, that's my bad. need to get used to Sanguine now as a DPS. I'm not a tank. I'm just going to stun this thing. Never mind, I'm not going to stun it because it's on cooldown. We're going to give the Monk Blessing of Freedom. That way the apparatus will not be able to target them at all. That'll kind of fuck over the mage, but I'd rather have the mage die than the healer die. Did I say that I'm going to give tank? I meant the healer. I'm going to give the healer the thing. Stunning the apparatus. I didn't manage to kick that, unfortunately, so we're going to be debuffed a little bit. My cooldowns are a bit out of sync, and I'm not using my anvil on cooldown. That's a mistake. Make sure I don't stand in that big stomp. I don't want to get Goomba stomped. Interrupt that. Keep things moving. Very good. We're going to give the mage Blessing of Freedom. Further one away from tank. No, I'm using the wrong buttons. Okay. I just used every wrong possible button I could. Shit. I called it. I called that it was gonna happen. I said that I was gonna use the wrong fucking buttons. God damn it. Divine Protection. Gonna lay on hands on myself. I can't because I'm fucking up. Oh my god, I'm playing so bad. Okay, I didn't manage to get an interrupt in for these guys. I wasn't in range. Okay. Woo-sa. Calm down. Take it easy. You got this. You know how to play the game. You know how to push your buttons. You're doing fine. This is fine. I need words of affirmation from myself. If you can hear a dog in the background, I'm very sorry about that. Middle mouse button. Never mind. Okay, that got hibernated. The one I was targeting got sheeped, so my CC would have been useless. And interrupt that to keep it moving. They really know how to cast at the worst possible times when it's Sanguine weak. We're not gonna do shit about that. We're gonna get debuffed is what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna stun this one then. It's fine. Okay, nice group up by the tank. Giving the mage Blessing of Freedom to just reduce the damage from the apparatuses. Make sure I avoid that. Healer went down, but we should be fine without battle resing them. We're going to CC this. There we go. Got hibernated as well. Need to interrupt the expulse. The expulse really hurts. I don't have an interrupt for that. The mage got it. Should be using some cooldowns here, but I'm going to let them sync back up because my final reckoning is not in sync with the Avenging Wrath. Interrupting the expulse. We're gonna still fail to sync up our cooldowns. Blinding light here because there's a bunch of casts going through. We're gonna stun this. No, we're not because it's on cooldown. I keep assuming wrong that my cooldowns are up when they're not. I think it's because I got rid of the talent that reduces my Hammer of Justice cooldown whenever I use Holy Power. I did that in order to get the turn on dead. I feel like this is very messy as far as commentary is concerned, but I've been wrong about that before, so we'll see how it turns out when I go into editing. Okay. Hoping to keep my anvil stacks. I don't have anything to reactivate, so I'm just going to lose my stacks. Oh, never mind. We're in combat. The mage was having none of it. Thank you, mage. This time it was you who was the asshole, not me. I'm not going to use my cooldowns unless it's the ads that come out. I want to use all my cooldowns on the ads. I had to say it. It was stronger than me. I had the urge to pun. The tank was telling the mage to chill because the mage pulled the boss. Still not using any cooldowns. I'm going to save all of my cooldowns for the ads. And once they're grouped up, I'm going to drop everything on top of their head. And we're going to get the lowest amount of, what are they called? Oh, the other paladin is just, no, it's the monk that's just standing on top of the boss. Here come the ads. We're going to hit this one. I'm going to hit that one. Okay, here they come. They're grouped up. We're going to drop everything on top of their heads. Tank's trying to keep them on top of the boss. That's good. There we go. They're all dying. Boss only has 14 stacks. That's probably the best I've seen. It is a 15 key, so things can die very quickly, but still. I'm saving my anvil. I don't need to reactivate it. You know what? I just realized I haven't used my fucking beacon a single time. We're going to drop it on this guy's head now. Boom. There you go. There's some damage. I can't believe I completely forgot about my beacon. That's so stupid. Power overload. We're gonna speed up over here. I'm gonna give the mage movement speed with Blessing of Freedom. I got you, mage. We good. I'm gonna use Divine Protection here. Oh, fuck. Trying to CC these. That's 2 stacks of the stabilize that we're gonna have to deal with. Okay, we didn't wipe from that. I heard the scream and then I turned around immediately to try and address that. I'm going to bubble here. I don't know if the call was to finish the boss or what, but that was rough. That was rough at the end there because I fucked up and I didn't CC the things. But it worked out. We didn't wipe. Didn't matter too much. Give tank movement speed. Let him catch up. We're gonna put star on the circle. Look at this one. Look back at the circle. Stun. I can't. I'm gonna have to blinding light that. Okay, there we go. That worked out. Unfortified, the shock troopers will fuck you up. So you gotta make sure you interrupt those elemental focuses. I didn't use my cooldowns here because there's only 3 enemies. It feels like a bit of a waste. We're gonna drop them here though to kill these frogs. Looking at the group to see if anyone has a lot of stacks of the poison. None do though, so it's not a big deal. Okay, we killed the frogs fast enough. This person has 4 stacks. We're gonna remove it from them. I only have 1 stack. The mage has 1 stack, so we're good. Okay, I think the tank is dragging these. We're going to interrupt this so nobody gets dazzled. That's a bit of an annoying thing to have happen. Okay, that's a bunch of enemies. I like that. I really like this tank. He's really, really good. I need to reactivate my anvil because I lost my stacks after the boss. Where are the beings? Okay, there's only 1 it seems. That's good. Walking through Sanguine like a dumbass. Yeah, this is definitely a warm-up dungeon. I'm not playing my best. I could be doing much, much better than this, I feel like. Okay, here come the froggies. We're going to drop our cooldowns on the froggies once Avenging Wrath is back off cooldown. They're getting knocked back. We're just going to focus the frogs. The frogs are what matter. We're going to actually use our beacon on the frogs, and we're going to battle res the tank. No, or not the tank, the healer. We are not going to do that because the battle res is still on cooldown. But I don't think we need it here. I'm going to interrupt this, finish off the swoglet, see if anyone has a lot of stacks of poison. Actually, I am the one with 2 stacks. I need to, like, I'm trying to use my keybind and I cannot figure out my keybind at all because it's new. I haven't used this keybind so far in the Paladin. Luckily, my group has been taking care of the incorporeal very, very nicely. Okay, Druid's rezzing, so I'm going to off-heal people. There we go. Make sure everyone's at full health. The second the healer is back up, we're going to heal the healer as well. And now we can go give movement speed to the tank. He's giving movement speed to the group. Focus on that one. Target this one. We're going to look for an interrupt on the one we have focused. And a stun on the one we have here. Interrupt on the focus. Stun was on cooldown, but somebody else got it. We're going to stun the one that has the cast that went through because nobody interrupted him. I'm going to drop cooldowns here. Hopefully we can kill him before he kills us. Okay, we're kiting for the sanguine and just to reduce the number of auto attacks being done by this guy. I'm going to interrupt this. There we go. Okay, the heat druid managed to get that. I don't have anything for this. Again, I'm fucking up, I feel like, because I used my interrupt on the destabilize. A little bit messy, but we're making it work. I think we're like brute forcing our way through the dungeon, to be completely honest with you, but I'm going to use our anvil here for more stacks. Hopefully I don't run out. Ultimate subduction on me. We're just going to move away with Blessing of Freedom. Keep it nice and safe. No reason to risk anything. Focusing the Stormcaller. Cauterize coming through. Both the tank and I went for the Cauterize interrupt. Probably should have saved it. Should have assumed that the tank would get it. He's been doing very well on those. I keep using the wrong keybind for everything. Now I'm even singing it, man. Okay, well, I'm finally going to do some decent boss damage because I have all my cooldowns available. I'm not going to use it for the last little bit of this guy. There we go. Tank wants us to bring ads to the boss. We will do that. The reason he's saying that is because he wants him to get gulped up quite literally. I'm going to drop all our cooldowns. Once Final Reckoning expires, we're going to use our Beacon to the Beyond. The reason we're going to use it once it expires is we want to keep wings up, but we don't want to waste any globals or time. Okay, I didn't get gulped up. I was kind of derping out because I was trying to explain what I was doing. Only 2 stacks of anvil on a boss fight feels pretty bad. Should have more, but I haven't been paying attention to keeping it up properly. Use Divine Protection on the next overpowering croak, which comes after this belly slam. Here's the croak. We're going to use Divine Protection to reduce the outcoming damage, because this actually does more damage than the Toxic Efflusion. Tank is moving away. That's good. That way we can more easily kite the ads. Not even going to bother hitting the ads. I am hitting the AoE buttons, but that's because those are also my single target DPS buttons. Okay, there's only 1 swoglet. We're just going to finish off the swoglet so it doesn't cause any issues. There we go. Somehow I keep desyncing my Avenging Wrath really, really badly. I know that there's a desync because the Final Reckoning cooldown and Execution Sentence cooldown gets reduced as you use Holy Power. It doesn't say that anywhere in any tooltip that I know of, but it definitely does do that. Using a Vengeance, Shield of Vengeance. What am I even saying? We're using Shield of Vengeance to absorb the croak damage. There we go. Boss is dead. Movement speed to the tank, and let's go. I probably should have saved the Blessing of Freedom, not for movement speed, but to protect someone from damage from the Deep Chill. That's my bad. Gonna use Divine Protection here because Deep Chill damage is coming through. Were you going for a double? Yeah, we're gonna try and keep the healer alive. I think we managed to. That's rough. We're gonna use Bubble here. This is, it's a big boy pull, definitely. Tank is not messing around. I'm looking for the next Deep Chill cast. There's Oceanic Breath. Make sure I'm behind the boss. We're going to give the tank Blessing of Sacrifice to reduce some of the damage that's being done to them. Deep Chill is coming through. We're going to give it to give Blessing of Freedom to the what's it called, Monk, so that he doesn't have the dot on him. I'm going to make sure I CC this. There we go. That's good. That's at least something I can do. Okay, we made it work. It was not clean, but we made it work. And we'll look at the fucking dragon, drop my trinket on it. Oceanic Breath coming through. Tank's very low. I'm just gonna heal the tank. I feel like that's the most important thing I could do here, because if the tank goes down and those things turn around and punch me in the face, I'm gonna fucking die. Ooh, okay, we managed to get through. There's a dragon left and there's a deep chill going. We're gonna remove it from the healer and myself. Okay, that was rough. I have my cooldowns for the next one. Hopefully it's not as messy as this one. And the tank says this was fun. Dude, I'm sweating. He says limit testing. Oh man. Okay, we have CCs on those. We're going to interrupt this heal. I'm going to stun the other heal. Just going to use Wake of Ashes here. I want to use something to increase my damage output. I don't want to drop all my cooldowns though. From the Sanguine pulls. Oh yeah, I forgot about Sanguine. All of that on top of Sanguine. So we probably just healed some dragons. The tank's been doing quite well with Sanguine though. I can't say that there's been a ridiculous amount of Sanguine healing, but I don't have it tracked here, so I don't actually know. I'm going to draw cooldowns on everything, or all my cooldowns on this fight. We're going to give the healer freedom to remove the dot from Deep Chill, focusing on putting out as much damage as I can now. I'm going to put focus target on the Ice Collar so that we can interrupt the heal once it comes out. Oh, it's on cooldown already, so he's probably not going to get another one off because we're melting this group. There's the Oceanic Breath. Unfortunately, the dragon stands in some Sanguine, but it's really hard to deal with the dragon. We're going to give Blessing of Freedom to the Monk to remove Deep Chill, because Deep Chill is a slow and a dot. Whew. Okay, we're waiting for mana, which is unfortunate for my animal stacks, but mana is much more important than animal stacks. 3, 2, okay, tank's going in. My animal stacks survive yet another boss fight. I'm gonna try and use the animal on cooldown here. The reason being, hopefully we stay in the fight for a minute and the animal cooldown comes back up. Gonna fear that thing. There we go. We took care of it. Hailstorm. We're gonna use our trinket from back here. We can actually, I believe, oh, that person's gonna get fucked up. Okay, they didn't die. That's all that matters. The reason they got fucked up is because they stood behind a cracked crystal, not a whole crystal. Here we have to care about our positioning so that we don't bait the tornado into one of the crystals. You never want to have the tornado hit a crystal. This is looking close, but it worked out. We're going to battle res the healer immediately. There we go. Hailstorm's coming through. We're standing behind this crystal. It hitting this crystal might actually hurt us. It did not. That's good. I'm going to interrupt that. There's nothing else to interrupt. Just going to let somebody else manage to get that cast off. Yeah, crystal just spawned on top of me. Almost ended up killing me because I almost stood in the glacial surge, but it worked out. I'm not going to use my animal because I want to use it to maintain my stacks between this pull and the next. Frost Cyclone, it's going to hit that thing, but we're far enough away from it where it doesn't matter. That was mispositioning on my part. Okay, I'm going to give the tank movement speed so we can get to the next group. I'm looking at my animal stacks to reactivate. We're going to reactivate now, and we can get into combat soon. Is the monk, like, walking? RP walking? No, they were just slow for some reason. Interesting. Looking at the tank. Tank's yo-yoing. He's stabilized. All good. Should have cooldowns available for the dragon. The dragon is what's scary on Fortified. Make sure I finish off these tidal divergent thingy things, or interrupt it, because we don't want them to turn into the little things. Alright, dropping everything on top of the dragon. Deep Chill's coming through. We're going to give the healer Blessing of Freedom, that way he doesn't get affected by the dot. Just gonna keep using all my cooldowns here. Can't stand in that. There's a lot of Sanguine on top of the dragon. Dragon's basically full HP. Sanguine's gone now though. We're gonna interrupt this. Just make sure that we don't get those extra ones. I'm gonna stun that because I don't think anyone was able to get a cast off. I have now feared it, so we're good. The dragon is no longer standing in Sanguine. We're good. There's nothing else to give Sanguine. Blessing of Freedom to the healer to remove Deep Chill from them. Healer's down. I have a battle res. I want that battle res. Gonna use beacon on this thing. I want it dead. There we go. It crit, it looks like. Okay. We're back. We vibing. This is chill. I'm not stressed out. You're stressed out. Okay. Interrupt the heal. Further one away from the tank. I failed. I'm using the wrong fucking keybind for the 50th time in the dungeon. I'm just not used to having the keybinds right there where they are right now. That is my excuse. Well, it's not excuse. It's the genuine reason why it's happening. Tank has no stop button or brakes or anything. That's good. I like it, but we keep having things in Sanguine. I'm going to interrupt that shield. Another Aqualing coming through. Flash flood. I'm gonna bubble because I'm not gonna get out of that on time. I'm gonna try and finish these things off and get this one that's further away. Okay, we sheep this one. It's very messy. Interrupt the shield. Very, very messy. On my behalf, on my part, I should say. I'm gonna drop cooldowns on this infuser because she does a lot of fucking damage. I feel like this, oh yeah, I just fucking died. God damn it. I'm gonna go back. I'm just gonna release because there's no CR for me. I'm gonna run back. Yeah, this has been very messy on my end. Like, I just haven't been doing well this dungeon. I just realized we have 2 paladins and 1 retribution aura, so I should have probably switched to devotion aura with my talents, but that's too little too late. We're almost done with the dungeon. I don't know. Have I been playing horribly this dungeon? Let me know. Like, I feel like I've been messing up quite a bit. Luckily, we have the shortcut available. We are gonna have a bit overkill on a percent, I think, because we didn't skip anything and we pulled an extra pack at the beginning. It was fun though because we had Bloodlust rolling at the beginning, so we had a bunch of extra damage. We're gonna have Bloodlust available for the last boss as well. It looks like people managed to clean up after my bullshit. They probably should have waited for the res. Okay, well now I'm in combat. There's time warp. Okay, yay, we made it. Again, I'm gonna try and wait until I have no more final reckoning on the boss, and then I'm gonna use my trinket. That way I get the benefit of wings without wasting any of the final reckoning. And the benefit of wings is extra crit chance because beacon can actually crit, and extra flat damage, which is also very good. So you want to use your beacon during your wings for sure, trying to avoid all those globules. Luckily there's none now, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, we're only gonna have the submerge happen once because the boss is at like 30% health or something, so we should be fine. Repentance would be really good here because I could CC one of the infusers. I do have a stun, so I'm just gonna interrupt this and I'm gonna stun it. There we go, we're gonna stun it. When both of them cast, okay. Blinding light, probably not necessary. Only 1 incorporeal being, so we don't have to do anything special. There's no other one that we need to CC. All is well, and here comes the boss. We're gonna finish off the boss with a fresh set of cooldowns. The nice thing about this boss is every time you start fighting him again, you basically have a full set of cooldowns available for him, unless you have like 3-minute cooldowns. But as a paladin, you sure as fuck have all your cooldowns ready. Here we go, Keystone Master. That's the first 15 key we've done. See if we get any loot. We didn't get any loot. That's okay. Don't really need anything from here. Thank you for the run. Okay, well, I feel pretty good about the run. I mean, I don't know, it's mixed. Like I did okay DPS wise, 100k overall with 429 item level isn't horrible, but at the same time, I know I can do better. I was just so flustered because so why was I so flustered about the keybinds? I was flustered because usually I have repentance or blinding light, and I use repentance when I need to use it on an incorporeal, right? I wanted to try out using blinding light and turn evil. That way I have the AoE CC for all the mobs, and I have another CC for single target for the incorporeal. Why did this confuse me is because I put it on shift middle mouse button is where I put my turn evil, and I kept pressing blinding light to try and use repentance. And then I also pressed one time blessing of protection because that is the same keybind that I use on my druid to cast hibernate. So it was just a massive shit show. That's basically what it was. It was a massive shit show where I was not used to the keybinds I was using, but I think slowly but surely I'll get used to turn evil. So I have enough to make a worm crest. We're going to use that to upgrade our weapon one more time. Trade skill master has been blocked from an action only available to the Blizzard UI. You can disable this add-on and reload UI. No, I'm not going to disable it. Anyway, we've upgraded our weapon one more time, so we just need to do one more dungeon. Shit, man, even if we don't time it, we're gonna have enough fragments, but obviously I would like to time it so I get even more. We're now at 430 item level. That's a pretty big milestone in my opinion. We also need to update the rating. What is our rating now? 1.5k actually, holy shit. 1536. We have 17 runs and our best run is a + 15 halls of infusion. There we go. That's a lot easier because now I don't actually have to move the little stupid UI thing that I have. It used to be centered, right, in the center of that black box, but there's no easy way to make it actually centered. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Let's see what the next dungeon is. All right, there's not many +15 keys available right now. And by the way, the reason I'm doing 15s is because I want to do the highest key I can, but I don't want to get aspect crusts, which is maybe the wrong approach. I've been declined. But yeah, it might be the wrong approach, and it might be like slowing me down as far as my gearing is concerned, but also I'm still missing a lot of upgrades for my champion pieces that require worm crusts, so I feel like it's worth it, because I can't really, like, I'm not going to turn aspect crests into worm crests just to get upgrades. That would be insane. And I just realized that I can upgrade these boots quite a bit. Wait, did I not upgrade? Oh, this piece of shit. I need to reload my UI. Okay, so TSM blocked me from actually upgrading my item because, I don't know, it looked like it went through, but it didn't. There we go. Now it's actually 7 out of 8, and we can upgrade the boots to 4 out of 8 champion. I didn't realize that they were 1 out of 8 champion That's a nice upgrade. That actually brings us to 431, so that's really good. Nice, we getting that gear. But yeah, there's a lot of gear that I still need to upgrade a whole bunch with worm crests. So skipping over worm crests just doesn't make sense to me. Actually, we can actually upgrade the neck as well a whole bunch. Don't tell me that's going to give me... Okay, it didn't give me 432. But it is a nice upgrade. And those are just Drake crests, and we have a bunch of flight stones as well from doing the quests in the last episode. I'm going to use this 300 flight stone thing that you get from doing the quest after Dawn of the Infinite. Damn, your boy decked out. Let's turn these Whelpling crests into... or fragments into crests. Don't really need them for anything, so I'm just going to sell all but one. The reason I'm going to keep one is just literally so I don't have to move them over here again when I do have more. Okay, well, that was a nice little set of upgrades. I feel so stupid for not realizing that I could have just upgraded these. I wasn't really thinking about that. But yes, it is now time to actually go into another dungeon. Now I'm thinking about it. Should I just push my Neltharian's Lair? Yeah, I think I'll push my Neltharian's Lair instead of joining a 15. It's not ideal. I would really like to get a Neltharis done, but I have plenty of time before the reset to get another Neltharis in on this week, or on Fortified Week, I should say. So we're going to host our own. Oh, wow, there's a 4-stack coming in with a decked out mage, a monk tank with 437, and a slightly undergeared here. Actually, not even undergeared for 13. That's fine. You know what? I don't feel like waiting the whole day because I spent a lot of time waiting yesterday. I'm just going to take this 3-stack. I don't care. The monk had a portal from clearing a 20. So yeah, I'm about to get carried on this fucking run. But can you really blame me? Can you blame me? In the last episode, I spent literally 5 hours just trying to get into a group. I am done waiting. Although, to be honest, we'll see if we're getting carried or not. Just because someone has gear doesn't mean that they're going to kick ass. I don't have anything against this mage or anything like that. I mean, they've clearly cleared 19 Bracken Hides and whatnot if you look at the tooltip, but we'll see how it goes. If you guys think it's really stupid for me to invite people that can quote-unquote carry me, let me know and I will never do it again. But considering it's just a 15 and where I really need to prove myself is the 20s, 21s, and 22s I do, I feel like it's kind of okay. And to be honest, I just kind of need a break. I also realized I need to adjust my beacon WeakAura. I need to switch it to cooldown progress because otherwise when it's on cooldown, it's not going to show it to me. So I need to adjust some of the stuff here. If you want any of my WeakAuras, by the way, you can find them on my Discord. It is always linked in the description of every video. And if you're interested in any of the builds I'm using, and by that I mean the talent builds, you can also get that in the description of every video. I try to put the ones in that I use in the video. So if I use different builds throughout the video, I always make sure to include all of those. Everyone is summoned. Doing a 10-second pull timer. Going to get over to the ledge. Once it says that it's 4 seconds, we're going to jump down and we're going to activate it on the pull signal. That way everyone gets to do the skip. We all surfing. Warlock's not surfing though. I think he missed the mark. That's no biggie though. As long as it's not the tank who gets left up there, you can kind of just go. Tank gave himself thingy thing with the stuffy stuff. The movement speed ability they have. Monks. I accidentally pulled the little guys, but the little guys don't really matter. Just gonna grab this one as well for the extra %. You never know, you might need it. And we're gonna drop all our cooldowns here. Shield of Vengeance, because I picked aggro up on a couple of things, and the little things on the floor don't really help either. Okay, we managed to get interrupts on them. I managed to stun one of the lurkers when they came up out of the ground, because they do the frontal every time they come up out of the ground. Tank is opting to skip the big Hulk. I appreciate that, because I do the same route. Okay, we're just killing these guys. Oh, nope. We're heading over to the Drudges. We're gonna kill the Drudges as well. Once everything's grouped up, I'll start dropping some cooldowns. And by some cooldowns, I mean Wake of Ashes. I'm not gonna use anything else so that I have it available for the boss. Actually, it is fortified. I'll use Divine Toll just to get some more damage out. There we go. Very good. I did not reactivate my anvil because I wasn't really thinking about it. Oh well, I'll use it at the start of the fight, which should be soon. Then I should be able to reactivate it again once we're in the barrel. Trying to destabilize. Okay, we mind controlled it. That's good. I overestimated the range of Turn On Dead. That's my bad. Here comes Shatter. We're going to stand off to the side like this. We're standing in the green stuff, but we're going to get knocked out of it, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to use Shield of Vengeance. Just move over a little bit, because otherwise I'm worried that I'm going to get hit by the Razor Shards. I don't want to get hit by the Razor Shards. It's going to make me keel over. Using some cooldowns to cleave down the Skitterers. There's another Skitter. I'm going to use Wake of Ashes on that. Finish him off before the shatter goes through. We're going to stand in the green goo again so we get knocked out of it. Using my trinket, because I keep forgetting that Beacon to the Beyond is a thing in this game. Boss is almost dead. We're not going to use our anvil because we want to use it to maintain stacks between this and the next group. We're going to find out if we can use it in the middle of a barrel. I am going to see if we can reactivate the anvil. Yes, we can with the fishes. Nice. Okay, I'm not full of shit. I kept mentioning that every time I was in this dungeon, that you can keep anvil stacks by hitting things with fishes over there. There is a snail somewhere in here. We're going to have to reactivate anvil now. There's usually a snail in here, like a critter, that you can taunt and keep your anvil stacks, but I had to reactivate because I couldn't find the snail. Okay, war drums got CC'd. We're gonna look at the Nasher to focus target it. Got hit by the circle from Avalanche, but it doesn't matter. Which one is further away from the tank? That one looks further away from the tank. We're gonna CC it. There we go. Looking at the Nasher to interrupt him if he casts his thing. He might have already cast it while I was looking at the being, which is my bad. I think I got hit by that Avalanche again. I need to pay more attention to that. Yeah, the Nasher definitely cast while I was trying to CC. It was hard to tell which one was closer or further away from the tank, but we made it work. Tank's been really good about it. Just gonna finish this guy off so he doesn't cast another Avalanche. Looking for the Avalanche, trying to avoid it. We lost Gold Drank, but he can release. It's nearby, he can release. Release, please. There's no reason for him to wait for a res here. We're going to stun this guy. We're just going to CC this one. There we go. I'm gonna try and finish off this guy since he already jumped away. I keep standing in the Avalanche circles and I really don't like that. Need to be more careful about it. I gave the tank movement speed at the exact same time he gave himself movement speed. I'm gonna save my beacon for the big guy once he's all alone so that I can tunnel all my damage into it. So I'm gonna single target the little guy that does the cast, and then we're gonna beacon on top of the Hulk. That'll hurt it quite a bit. I'm gonna keep my anvil as well so that I can reactivate it between this pull and the next, because we might be waiting for the warlock. Never mind, the warlock's already back. We good. I'm gonna give the priest movement speed because he's kind of the slowest between the group. Just make sure I reactivate the anvil here. I don't need to reactivate it. I'll reactivate it for damage once we pull all this. There we go. Put a focus target on the star. Interrupt that with my focus interrupt macro. I'm not going to use my Hodge here. I don't feel like it's necessary. I want to save it for the pelters. I don't have a Hodge cooldown reduction thing. Waiting 3 more seconds until I drop my cooldowns here, so I have Avenging Wrath and Final Reckoning. Focus interrupting that again. Got knocked back by the Hulk accidentally because I moved forward to interrupt it. But luckily I didn't get hit by the Piercing Shards. That's the most important thing. Piercing Shards would have killed me. Okay, looking at the pelters. We're going to Hodge one of the pelters once they start casting their thing. Okay, we're gonna Hodge this one. I'm only cleaving them because that way they don't jump away. If you directly target them, they will jump away. Just making sure I don't stand in front of the breaker. Okay, we do have 3 range now, so it's the avalanche circles are going on them. Looking at the Geode, gonna focus target the Shaper, so we can interrupt that with our focus interrupt macro. Don't have many interrupts this run. Don't have Hodge available for this. We're gonna focus or directly target this one, because he's gonna jump away from you where you're standing, and that way he's gonna just jump into that wall and it's fine. We didn't have Hodge for him, but that's okay. I'm gonna give some off healing to people. There we go. Boss is being pulled soon. There we go. We're gonna drop all our cooldown on the boss, it's fine. Cooldowns on the boss. Sorry for bad England. Strike of the Mountain is going off on the range, so we're good. Don't have to worry about that. Reactivating Anvil. Oh, the tank turned them the wrong way, so he spread these out instead of stacking them up. I saw that he tried to stack them up though, so it's fine. He knows he got the idea. He just turned them around the wrong way. I think that happened to me a few times the first time I was running the dungeon as a tank, I mean. So I get the struggle. Here's the next set of these. Tank did it right this time. We're gonna switch to them because the boss is gonna go underground and it doesn't matter what more damage I put into him. Trying to finish these off so I can look at the thingy thing. There we go. I think it's that one. These guys are immediately gonna disappear because you're actually not in combat here. You are in combat, but they're not in combat with you. It's kind of weird. I'm not 100% sure on how that works, because they will disappear, but you won't lose combat to be able to drink or res or have to use Anvil. So it's a little bit weird, but it's nice for incorporeal. We're going to run up ahead. I'm not going to use my Anvil because I'm going to be able to actually just taunt one of these snails. It's not going to put you in combat with the mobs near them. There, we taunted this snail. Almost walked into aggro range of those guys though. That would have been really silly. We're at 60%, so we do need to pull these guys in the water. That's good. Tank knows his shit. I like this guy. There we go. I didn't even want to, I wasn't even trying to pull the extra Nasher. It just happened because the way Judgment works is it'll hit, or when you have a talent that makes it AoE, the way Judgment works is that it hits targets near your main target. I'm gonna stun one. Okay, this one got CC'd. I'm gonna use Blessing of Protection because I'm stupid and I keep pressing the wrong fucking keybind. God damn it. But yes, I did manage to turn evil at the end there. I just derped out. I look like a dumbass with my Blessing of Protection on me, but oh well, what can you do? But yes, I was saying the Judgment, the way it works is basically it'll hit targets when you have the talent. It'll hit targets near your current target. We're just going to stun this. I keep interrupting myself. Sorry, that's probably annoying as shit. I'm gonna Blinding Light here, but hold on. I need to calm down. My brain is racing right now. I don't have anything to interrupt that, so I'm gonna have to kill the worm so it doesn't metamorphosize. Okay, we're good. Okay. My brain has caught up to what's happening. Anyway, the way Judgment works when you have the AoE talent for it is it'll hit enemies that are near your current target, even if they're not in combat with you, which is the exact opposite of how it works with just about every other cooldown or every other AoE ability in the game, if that works that way, that targets random enemies, right? Basically, for instance, the sidearm thing that warriors have, where you'll just throw out a projectile at enemies, it will not hit anything that's not in combat with you to prevent you from pulling. Judgment just pulls. It doesn't give a fuck. It took me a long time to explain that because my brain just refused to cooperate for a second there. I have beacons, so I'll be able to nuke some of the ads when they come. Toxic Wretch is coming through. I'm going to remove Toxic Wretch from the healer because he's the squishiest. I'm going to use beacon on this guy. They both got poisoned, so we don't have to actually really worry about them. They will usually just die by themselves unless you don't put absolutely any damage into them. If they step in the poison early enough in their run. I'm going to drop all our cooldowns here now. I'm going to cleanse the poison from the healer because the healer only has 386 HP. Okay, both of those are CC'd. I don't have to do anything there. I'm going to reactivate my anvil. That was maybe possibly a mistake because I might not have enough time to get another cooldown off or another hit off or get it off of cooldown by the time. Okay. I don't have blessing or protection for your friend. You're going to have to just kind of survive that devouring thing. I think he forgot about it. It happens to me as well. He got guardian angel from the priest though, so I think that's what helped him survive. I have blessing or lay on hands. I'm looking at health bars. There's ads, but I'm just going to finish the boss. Removing poison from that. Divine protection on myself here. Okay, boss is dead. I'm going to jump down and try to get into combat as soon as possible because my anvil is not going to be off cooldown by the time we're able to pull. Give the tank movement speed. Just keep things moving. Anvil. Sorry. Yeah, I feel bad about it, but I really want to keep my anvil stacks. Okay. We're good. And I failed to stun this. Tank tried to do the same thing, but it didn't work out. Okay, we'll finish. Okay, nice. Ring of Peace. I like that. That's so fucking good. I really like this tank. He knows what's up. Making this dungeon look fucking easy. I'm going to give Lay on Hands to the Warlock because he was really, really low. Yay, I used the right keybind for once in my miserable dungeon runs. I have used the right keybind for the fear after getting fucking turn evil. God damn it. I feel so bad about that. Probably should just switch to using Ret Paladin. This is unarguably better though. I just suck at using it. Interrupt that. We're going to do a stun on the trapper as well as soon as I have one available. Actually, no, I don't have a cooldown reduction for my stun, so I'm going to save my stun for the next trapper and we'll stun him as soon as possible. We're going to drop a beacon on this guy. No reason not to. And I'll use cooldowns on the next group because the trappers and dominators are probably the rougher mobs. There's also the pelters. Those really suck on fortified. Fortified really sucks in this dungeon, to be completely honest. So the healer's doing an amazing job considering the fact that they're a little undergeared compared to the rest of us. I'm going to drop a stun on the trapper because Hodge is one of the longer stuns in the game. I'm just dropping all my damage into the trapper because the trapper is easier to kill but does a shit ton of damage just like the dominator. So you want to make sure he dies quickly. I do have my anvil available in case we need to stop for mana before the last boss. Okay, so I can reactivate the anvil to refresh my stacks while we're waiting for mana. While the healer drinks, I'm going to off heal so that everyone's at full HP at the start. We're going to reactivate at 2 seconds left right about now. We have 15 seconds for the healer to drink. Healer's not drinking. Maybe he doesn't have water. Most people that just ding freshly don't have water available for themselves. Okay, we should be good now. Come on. And I lose my stacks. What are we waiting for? The healer's not drinking, so we're just kind of sitting here staring. I lost my anvil stacks. Now I'm salty about it. I hate anvil gameplay. I genuinely, honestly hate anvil gameplay. I hope I don't get it. If I do get it, no, it's on someone else. They're not leading it into it. They're not leading it into it. Why is this guy running that way? What the hell is going on? Lead it into Crystal, not Narnia. There's no combat reses available because both the people with combat reses died. I could have bubbled there. I could have Shield of Vengeance. I could have Divine Protection. I was just so caught off guard by the guy running away into Narnia that I could not process what was going on. I don't know, man. That was really stupid. Love ending my videos with a bunch of salt. I was salty about the anvil, and then I was salty about the warlock just running away into Narnia instead of kiting into the crystal. Oh well, it happens. I think these guys can kill it. Yeah, the tank is insta-stunning it. They're really well coordinated. They're a good group. They're just trying to gear up their priest friend. They do have another crystal to stun it with, so they're going to be able to finish it off. Oh, we got Touch of Death by the monk, so it's easy mode. They have CC for both of these. They have Sheep and a Paralyze from the monk, and Dominate Mind as well. So they have plenty of CC. I should not have died here. I had all the cooldowns that I needed to survive that, and I just didn't because my brain was like, what do I do? What do I do? This guy's not stunning it. What do I do? So I panicked, I guess, is the way to put it. Okay, my structure got insta-stunned, and the boss is dead. That was embarrassing, honestly. I don't know. I really did not need to die there, regardless of the Warlock's mistakes. So that's on me. But I can't be doing amazing every fucking dungeon, can I? Somehow I did more overall damage than the mage, and the mage is decked out, isn't it? 444? Maybe they're getting used to frost. I'm gonna assume they're just getting used to frost. Loop of vitriolic intent, haste mastery. I don't need that. It's even got avoidance. The Warlock wants it. People are asking if I need the ring, so I'm just gonna tell them to roll for it. We're gonna see who wins the roll. Traino rolled. Actually gonna show you guys. The Warlock won the roll with a bigger roll, so 84 to 81. It was close. There you go, buddy. And I just realized I spent fucking the entire dungeon in Crusader Aura instead of Retribution Aura again. I keep doing that. I need to just unbind Crusader Aura and not use it, because I'm just gonna keep forgetting. Or I should make a fucking WeakAura. I'm gonna make a WeakAura for it right now. Name it Crusader Aura. Its trigger is gonna be an aura buff. The name is gonna be Crusader Aura. And if the aura is found, okay, so this trigger is gonna be active when the aura is found on me. I'm gonna make this bitch nice and big, like this. I would make it this big if I should. No, I'm not going to make it that big. That would be silly. But we're going to make it a nice 100 by 100. That's a nice thick icon. We're going to put it right on top above my nameplate or unit frame. So now when I have Crusader Aura, it's going to show up over here, and it's going to be an eyesore, and it's going to make me realize, oh shit, I need to switch my fucking aura when the dungeon begins, because this was really stupid. Yeah, the mage was popping off on boss damage though. I think they just had like single target talents or something. Not that they did poorly. They did great. We timed the dungeon easy mode, so it was good. Where am I going? I wanted to go and upgrade my weapon for the final time. We have enough worm fragments. There we go. The goal we had at the beginning of the video was to get 8 out of 8 ass candy. My guy got 10 out of 10 ass candy though. Look at that. I feel like I underperformed a little bit this video, but I think it's gonna be okay. I just needed a bit of warming up. Oh, and I need to upgrade my rating. Hold on. Oh, never mind. I didn't get any rating from that because I already did a 13 this week. Whoopsie. So I just need to increase my runs. Oh, and my item level, because I'm now at 432. There we go. I feel like I messed up a few times during the dungeons. I had a few unnecessary deaths, I think. Well, honestly, I think I only died 2 times during these runs. So was it just 2 times or was it more? I can't honestly remember. I know that I died 2 times because of my own mistakes. One time in Halls of Infusion on the Gauntlet, I got hit by the wave and then I got hit by the knockback that the Infuser lady does, which obviously killed me because that's a lot of damage. And then I died again in Neltharian's Lair on the last boss because I just kind of derped out because I don't know, I was freaking out because the structure didn't get stunned and the Warlock was kiting it. I was trying to kill it as quickly as possible, but what I should have done was bubbled, or I should have given the Warlock Blessing of Protection so he can just stand there and not take any damage. The structure only does damage to your group if it's moving, so if you can stand there and tank it, you actually don't need to do anything. You can just stand there and kill it. I did this in a different episode where I just stood there with a bubble and tanked it, and it worked out just great. I had to do that because we had destroyed a crystal with a landslide accidentally, so yeah. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in a comment what you liked about it, and or just drop a like on the video. The algorithm gods will be immensely pleased by this. Also, if you keep finding yourself on these videos and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do consider changing that. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.